Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and today we'll be reacting to another internet historian video. This one is called Planking, a historical footnote. This one looks like a lighter topic than the last one, the Coney 2012 one that we watched. That one was annoying to watch just because it left a lot of unanswered questions, which are still unanswered because I couldn't even find any of the new updates for it. So we'll check out the other channel at some point. But let's see what this one is. It's probably a bit lighter. I think it's that weird planking craze people had back a few years ago.
2011. They call it planking. The practice of laying on your front, completely still, for social media kudos. It was safe. Fun for families.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It was safe.
Ah. That hurt. That's gonna hurt so much. Oh gosh, and the fact that the oven kind of fell on them.
Fun for families.
That's just bad. Really bad.
Fun for professionals. Fun for brands. Australian
All right, Apple probably needs to do that.
sports ball players were doing a plank.
There is obviously a message here. He lays down and stays very still for a couple of seconds.
The news was doing a plank. By gum, even TV funny mans were doing
Wow. I'm glad I missed these episodes.
a plank. Soon there were thousands of kids just laying around downtown. Some of the location selection was quite creative. Others, less inspired. But soon the one-upsmanship drove people to do ever more daring.
Yeah, this is where it becomes a problem. Actually, I don't know if that one's real. That one's probably real.
One-upsmanship drove people to do ever more.
I'd say this one's super dangerous, but it definitely looks like they have a harness, so that one's maybe not that bad. But
More daring plank.
the question is how many of these are actually real. 2011 Photoshop you could definitely do, but man.
Some were really asking for trouble.
Trouble?
Especially those that partook in subgenre spin-offs, such as the intersection plank, the balcony plank. And that's when the accidents began.
Oopsie daisy.
Ow! No. I wonder how many people died from this.
A 17-year-old was planking on his roof, fell off, crashed onto the concrete below, and his kidney ruptured.
Yep.
It had to be removed. Not to be outdone, an 18-year-old fell from a 5th-story balcony.
So guys,
On his way down, he bounced off an awning, landed on the pavement, and destroyed his spleen. That had to be cut.
At least these people lived to regret their choice.
Too. Hold my beer, another guy says as he planks from the roof of a moving car.
Your destination is on the right.
It's a coma. Then finally, a man in Australia planks from the 7th story of an apartment complex. He fell off and died.
Yeah, okay. That
All
makes
right,
sense.
stupid kids, shut it down. Game's over. Time to start punishing anyone who planks. Shit's a safety hazard. A blanket ban in schools and universities is implemented.
You know, the problem here is you had, you know, mainstream media doing it, news sites doing it, brands doing it. That's where you have a problem. This is, before TikTok came out with Tide Pods, right?
That leads to several suspensions. Then it progressed to the workplace. GameStop fired a guy for planking. Woolworths fired 8. A hospital fired 7. A factory fired 2. What a
All right, GameStop. I mean, there's not a lot to do in GameStop every day. Hospital, though, yeah, that makes sense. Fire 7 people
plank
do
in a
it.
mine. Want to get fired? Surely it couldn't hurt just to plank a little in the old folks' home. Now you're unemployed. But it doesn't stop there. It goes all the way to the highest levels of power. The South Australian government. They
Really?
consider a statewide ban on planking,
Oh, okay.
which is quickly
Yeah, how would you enforce it? But I thought it was gonna be a bunch of people in Australia's like a government planking and getting in trouble.
dropped. The Prime Sheila of Australia, Julia Gillard, issues an official decree to knock it off, kids. But that's not enough to stop this epidemic from spreading. The more the media said,
Okay, I like how they use that the video game. What was it like? What was the name of this game? It wasn't Plague, was it? No, man, I owned the game. I like. Okay, so aside from the obvious infection points and the random planks all over the place, I like how they actually superimposed this as well down here at the bottom. They should have I guess that maybe is the death count actually correct? It might still be 1.
the more the media said,
Planking bad.
the more alluring it became.
Yeah, because
You
people
even
are
had your serial
stupid.
offenders.
Have you seen this man?
This guy went on a planking spree. Here, and here, and here, and finally on a cop car. When he uploaded it to Facebook, however, the police weren't so pleased, and they sent him a summons to court. At first, he tried to claim the images were shocked. No one was believing that. So he confessed and he received a $303 fine. The police
Aw.
cracked down on a number of others too, but it all backfired. Soon, the new defiant subgenre of cop car planking emerged in direct protest. And when one was struck down, 100 more took their place.
Oh God.
Although some police didn't help the situation either.
It takes a lot of bravery to be that bold.
Like there was a police officer doing it. Oh, jeez. Yeah, okay. I swear, the dumbest trends... I mean, TikTok made that thing way worse. YouTube doesn't help either. There's a lot of dumb things on YouTube. Think of the prank channels, right?
Vulnerable, and I'm so proud of this community.
But while this was all going down, the subgenres were becoming more esoteric. The rotating escalator plank, for example.
Well, that caused a lot of damage there. You know what's funny? As we watched Coney 2012, this was happening around the same time.
Hold on. Hold the fucking phone. Everyone shut up. It's Exhibit. And he's here to tell everyone to stop planking. Why? Because it's racist.
Really?
That's right. X goes on to give it to his followers
Interesting.
by explaining that the Atlantic slave trade also had people lying down with their arms at their side too. Therefore... Not really, he just plucked this entirely out of thin air
Yeah.
or overheard it at the pulp. There is absolutely zero connection between this lame fad and the Atlantic slave trade. Besides, everybody knows that planking originally started with the Catholic Church in 595 AD. Something called the Litany of Saints.
Huh.
Even the Pope was planking.
Interesting.
Anyway, so
Didn't know
John
that.
Key, Chief Cuz of New Zealand, decided to take things into his own hands. He does a fine how do you do fellow kids and uploads this slightly ominous picture of his son planking. And you did it. You killed the meme. It's done. Some desperate resuscitation was attempted with owling
What?
and teapotting and beheading. Actually,
That one's actually interesting.
that's pretty good. But the top
That one's actually interesting. the other 3 were
was all
horrible.
wrong and it never properly took off.
Aw.
And that is the story of planking. A small footnote in internet history. Oh, here comes those. Was it a bit? That might have been a bit quick for you. How about? Now, did you get your name? That's
Ow.
a shame. Coming in from
Messing
the
with-
left hand side. Oh, just missed it. I saw Steve in there.
Wow. We will be checking out the Sundance ones, but I have to vet those because those are actually age restricted, so I'm not entirely sure if they'll end up on the channel. We'll see. That one actually, I thought that was kind of fun. Man, we're really, really dumb when it comes to new fads and things. If it's not one thing, it's another. If it's not planking or teapotting, it's Tide Podding. Jeez. Have a good day.